Hey Embers, welcome back to the channel and welcome to part 90 of my Harvest Moon Back to Nature slow playthrough. So we're starting on day 1 of fall or autumn year 3 and I overslept till midday, so that's not great on day 1. But this is the start of our final fall for this playthrough. So very, very bittersweet. This is my personal favourite season in the game and my favourite season in real life. So let's get started. Give some milk to the baby. And a flower for potpourri, of course. So let's go ahead and check the weather. We're going to check the weather and the news, but I think we'll do the weather first. And it's going to be nice and sunny tomorrow. So as it has been typical, there will be 5 days this episode. So we will be doing the 1st to the 5th of fall, showing you the events for the month. Just doing a quick stat check there, and again this is going to be our final fall. So with that, let's get started. So we do have a little notice from Doug that he'll be closing early on the 5th. Our hothouse still isn't ready for the 3rd or 4th time. I really hope we don't get a storm in winter. So our first speed up of the episode, taking care of the chickens. And we have a lot to do today, especially considering we slept in till midday. Not good. So with that, let's head out. We're having a little look for the horse as well. We're going to go into the cow and chicken. Cow and chicken? That's a throwback. Cow and sheep barn. We do have quite a bit of wool, which is nice. We do also have to, of course, plant all of the crops on the farm, and I believe we are just exclusively planting spinach on the farm at the moment. Again, we are trying to hit 200 shipped of everything, so I think the farm will just have spinach on it for the foreseeable. Of course, this is the part that takes an incredibly long time. I'm just making sure we've obviously got everybody. We are missing saying hello to a few people, so I'm just going around to see if we can find them. We are shipping the milk as it is for the most part instead of turning it into cheese, again just for the sake of time, because we don't really need the money. So with that, let's head out. And again, this is going to be a big speed up. We're going to be making the medium milk into hot milk. Pop that in the fridge. And now we're going to start work on the farm. And again, a big speed up here. We're just going to be popping spinach everywhere, pretty much. Just to make sure we hit that goal. And of course, this is the last season we can actually do any work with the crops. That was a weird way of saying that, because in winter, of course, we cannot utilise the farmland as it is covered over with snow. So we've planted all the spinach. Keep an eye out on the time, because now we have to water everything, and our little character is absolutely knackered, so I have a feeling we're going to end up oversleeping again. We could have maybe utilised the Harvest Sprite's help here. That would have been sensible. But I didn't. Should have done. Didn't. But our poor little character's about to pass out, so hopefully that doesn't happen. No. Luckily, we managed to water everything. So next, we are going to go ahead and ship a few fish. So we only have 23 fish in the pond at the moment. I've just took that fish food out by accident because I've already fed them today. So we are going to take 5 fish out of the pond, but we are slowly running out, we are quickly running out of fish in the pond. We are aiming to get 200 fish shipped, of course, so we can get one of the fish prints. So with that, let's head into the house, but we definitely need to do some more fishing to try and reach that goal. Again, is it doable during this playthrough? Who knows? We will find out together. So let's go ahead and redo our tools. Pop the spinach back in. And with that, I think we'll probably end off day one. So not a very eventful day, just doing a lot of farm work. There is one thing we forgot to do though, so let's go ahead and get that done now. Of course, it is a new season, so we are going to put a different flower in the vase in the bedroom. It doesn't really do much. I think it helps your fatigue a little bit. I can't quite remember. We have gone through it before. But we're going to put a red flower in the vase, because why not? Vase or vase? What do you say? Are you a vase person or a vase person? And with that, let's head to bed, end off day one, and move swiftly on to day two. Very sped up day, that one. And of course we've overslept again, this time till 10 AM. So not quite midday, but still, not great. Not when we have so much stuff to do. So let's go ahead and get that hot milk. We are aiming to, of course, get full hearts with our child as well. And we'll check the weather. And we didn't really need to check the weather because it is a festival day tomorrow, so of course it is going to be sunny. It is the music festival tomorrow, which of course we have already done twice in this playthrough. But we have Carter coming to tell us all about it anyway. Now, of course, as you're about to see, we can decline if we want to. We don't have to participate in the music festival if we don't want to. But of course, we are going to participate for the 3rd year in a row. And our little character can play the ocarina. I think I've mentioned it before. I've definitely mentioned it before in this playthrough. But between this game and The Legend of Zelda, I can't remember which one, but it wasn't Ocarina of Time. But because of those two games, I wanted to learn the ocarina. And I failed. But I think I still have my old ocarina somewhere. So with that, let's gather everything. Unfortunately, no hothouse again just yet. But let's head into a speed up while we take care of the chickens. And we are not going to ship all of the mayonnaise because it is actually a birthday today. And whose birthday is it? It's Gotz's. For me? Gosh, how many years has it been since I last got a birthday present? Well, 1, because I got you one last year. So that was lucky that he's on our farm. Anyway, big speed up here while we water everything. Again, this takes an incredibly long time. Say hello to the horse as well while we're here. And our little character is getting knackered as always. We do still also have to take care of the cows and sheep. So I imagine that's what we're going to go do now. Yes. Some more wool, which is nice. Seeing as wool and yarn, I think, is the goal that we're going to fail on. But it's a personal goal I made, so it doesn't really matter. Still, I would like to get it done. If you can hear any background noise, as always, of course, that is the bunny rabbit. She's bopping about this morning. I suppose it's evening when you're watching this, but I am recording this in the morning. So if you can hear any scratching sounds, that would be her. So we're just looking for the cows and sheep that we've missed. Hopefully we have managed to get them all. Just doing a quick stat check there. So let's feed everybody. And with that, let's head out. I think some naughty sheep escaped. So we're going to head into the house and of course make the medium milk into a hot milk. I don't think I sped this part up, but I probably should have done. We have seen this many, many times. Is it still a medium milk or are we on a large milk now? Let's have a look. No, it is still a medium milk for now. But I think it's going to be a large milk pretty soon. So with that, let's get that popped into the fridge. Where I'll make the same joke that again, it is going to end up staying a large milk. We nearly gave it to Potpourri by accident there. A large milk, a warm milk. It's going to stay a warm milk in the fridge. Made that joke so many times. And I messed it up. Sounds about right. So we are going to head back outside and one is here. Because we have lost our dog ball. So he is going to resell us the dog ball. I don't know if this is the first time we've seen this. I'm presuming not. But if you lose the dog ball, he will allow you to buy it again. I don't know how many times, hopefully indefinitely. So we have rebought the dog ball. It's always a pink ball, it doesn't change. And again, I don't know if we've seen that before, but I'm presuming we have seen that during this playthrough. So let's go ahead and pop the ball into the house. I'll play a tiny bit of fetch there, but we are going to head back out. Now, what do we need to do next? Well, it looks like we are actually heading out of the farm. Because we are going to head up through Mother's Hill to the Mother's Hill pond. Where, you guessed it, we're going to do a little bit of fishing. So again, I should have sped up my journey up here really, but we are going to speed up the fishing part. You can of course see the wild crops up here, the truffle, etc. I have shown all of that in previous years, so we will not really be focusing on collecting the wild crops because we don't need them, to be honest. We don't need the money, but of course I have shown in previous episodes gathering all of the wild crops. And the truffle is of course especially important in your first year. So with that, we've done a little bit of fishing. I think we're going to do a little bit more, yep, just here on the farm. Of course, you can only get small fish here, but small fish are better than nothing. In fact, they're more convenient considering we're just selling them. So how many fish did we end up with for the day? Well, we are going to grab 5 from the pond, which means... No, we're going to grab 3 from the pond, which means that we managed to fish up 2. So let's go ahead and ship 5 more. Again, I do have a running total for how many fish we have shipped, and I will keep you informed. I'm going to chop this branch. And I don't know if we'll be heading out of the farm today, so I think we're going to end up putting... Yeah, we're going to put that rubbish in the cabinet for another time. So not a very successful fishing trip, unfortunately. We only caught 2 fish. And again, the pond does not have that many fish in it now, the pond on our farm, so we definitely need to catch more fish, basically. Luck of the draw, I guess. So with that, we are going to grab the dog and move on to day 3 of fall/autumn. So here we are on day 3. It is, of course, a festival day today. We didn't oversleep, which is wonderful. It is the music festival tonight, but for now we need to get on with our normal chores. So same routine as always. We are running a little bit low on flowers, which I never thought was going to happen. And it is raining tomorrow in the game. So we definitely need to get the horse into the barn or into the stable. So tonight the music festival will be held at the church. Come enjoy singing and musical performances. And the calendar is saying the same thing pretty much. The music festival will be held at night in the church or at the church. Apologies if you can hear any loud bangs. My bunny rabbit has decided to chew her hanging stick, so you may be able to hear that. Now the ball has come outside, which means that the hothouse is done. For some reason, when the hothouse finishes, the ball makes its way outside. So we are going to grab some seeds for the hothouse. We're just doing a little stat check to see. So we definitely need to plant some strawberries, not that many. What else is under 200? The cabbages, the spinach, which we're working on, and the pumpkins. So cabbages, strawberries, pumpkins, because we're working on the spinach. Well, there's the strawberries, so let's plant one of those. There's a cabbage seed, we may need to buy some more of those, and there's the pumpkin seed. So let's grab all 3 of these. And off we go. This will be sped up. Let's go ahead and plant in the hothouse. So I think we end up planting 1 strawberry seed, 1 cabbage seed, and 2 pumpkin seeds. I think that's what we end up doing. And of course we have all of winter to hit this goal as well, so I definitely think that we will have 200 of every crop shipped by the end of this playthrough. It's very exciting stuff. So we're just going to head back into the house and put the seeds back that we didn't need to use. Then we're going to head into the barn. Let's look after the cows and sheep. And they all seem to be fairly well spread out today, so it's not too horrendous. Oh well, never mind. Changed my mind. Look at all these next to each other. We do have a little bit of wool, which is nice. Only the 1 today, I think. That's okay, better than nothing. There is the sheep festival this month, so we do need to stop shearing the sheep that we want to use at one point. We're just looking for a couple of missing animals. There we go, there's one of them. And there's the other, obviously bundled up together. So with that, let's go ahead and feed everybody. We do need to get the horse into the stable, of course, because it is raining tomorrow. So hopefully I don't forget to do that. Put them naughty sheep back, and then we are going to be watering everything. Again, I could have probably used the harvest spray's help for this, but I'm plodding along as best I can. Now let's grab the horse. Yes, we are going to put him into the stable. Lovely. I was worried I would forget. We've just brushed the crops there, you know. You never heard of that? Brushing your crops makes them grow faster? No, it does not. And then we do need to grab the honey and the apples, feed the fish. And we're going to ship some fish as well. So next up we need to feed the chickens. We're doing the chickens a little bit late in the day. That's okay. And we did just waste an egg completely there. For the sake of time, we are just shipping the eggs as they are, not turning them into mayonnaise. We're going to turn this medium milk into hot milk, pop it in the fridge. We're going to take the rubbish out of the cabinet, and out we go. So, as you've seen, we've taken the rubbish out of the cabinet, which means we are heading to the town square, so we can put the rubbish in the bin. But I also think we're a little early for the music festival, so we are going to, of course, do a little bit of fishing, which I will speed up. And fingers crossed we catch a lot of fish because we definitely need to. You may now hear the bunny rabbit's water in the background she's drinking. As I've said many times before, she does not understand the concept of recording. So I do apologise for those background noises, but it is it's going to happen when you have pets. So with that, let's do a big speed up here while we do some more fishing. And fingers crossed we can catch some fish. That would be wonderful. And of course, we do have the music festival a little bit later on tonight. Now, as with all of the festivals, I am not going to talk through the festival, so you can enjoy it to the fullest. This will be our final music festival of the playthrough, but of course you will have seen it twice before if you've been watching from the beginning. Still, I am not going to speak very much during the festival, so you can fully enjoy it. So we didn't catch a single fish, which is really disheartening. We're going to keep the logs to chop down on the farm. But unfortunately, we didn't catch one fish. So with that, we are going to head to the music festival. And again, I am going to stay fairly quiet for this part. So I will get back to you when the musical festival is over. Enjoy. And that concludes our final music festival of this playthrough. So hopefully you guys enjoyed that. We are now on to day 4. Of course, we do lose a night when we do the music festival. So we are moving swiftly on to the morning of day 4. Can't speak today, clearly. So we'll do our normal routine. And I don't know if I should speak through some of those festivals. I mean, it's a bit blooming late now. We're on year 3, but I really wanted you guys to get the full experience for the festivals. So I decided to not talk. So it's nice and sunny tomorrow. Of course, it is raining today, which is nice because we don't have to water the crops. We do have to water them in the hothouse, of course, not out on the farm. So the spinach is growing in nicely. We are just going to chop these branches. And again, that loud noise that you may be hearing is my bunny rabbit drinking from her water bottle. I think I've said in this playthrough before, but just a random sort of thing here. A lot of rabbits actually prefer drinking from a bowl because it's more natural for them than drinking from a water bottle. However, my bunny rabbit must be a bit of a weirdo because she never got used to a bowl. She does prefer the bottle. It's very strange with my bunny rabbit. I love her to bits, but a lot of the advice that you're given just doesn't apply for her. I mean, you know, she's healthy, she's looked after, and the vets have corroborated this. A lot of the advice that they give you for bunnies just doesn't apply to her at all. It's really strange. You just let her get on with it, as long as she's happy, eh? But with that, we do have some more wool, which is great. Sound like Tony the Tiger then. That's great. If only one person got that reference, I'll be pretty happy. And now, of course, the traffic noise has started. We're used to it in this playthrough, aren't we? So with that, we're saying hello to everybody. Now, it looks like we don't have a medium milk. So we need to track down Rose and see if that medium milk has turned into a large milk now. And unfortunately, it's going to be difficult to get to that cow at the back. So we're just going to feed them all for now. And it looks like we have moved on to a large milk. I don't think that was a medium milk, but I'll find out. Oh, we don't have any milk at all. We're not doing any milk today. Okay, fair enough. So we are going to head out of the farm. And presumably we are going to go and do a bit of fishing because, in theory, fish are easier to catch when it's raining. But we'll see if that theory works out. So onto the beach we go. And let's do a speed up while we do some fishing. And hopefully, because it's raining, we'll get lots and lots of fish. But we shall indeed see about that. So I think I stay here for quite a while. I think I leave to bin the rubbish and come back. Yeah, so it looks like we're going to throw all of the rubbish away. We've caught 2 fish so far, or 3. Was that 2 or 3? We're going to carry on. We are getting a lot of rubbish, unfortunately. So let's see how many fish we end up with in the end. 3. Just 3 fish. Which is not great, but it's better than nothing, I suppose. So with that, we are going to head back to the farm. It is 5:10 in game. Which means we are going to have to take 2 more fish out of the pond. For some reason, I'm just not having much luck with fishing in this game at all. And I should have started shipping fish a lot earlier to try and reach this 200 shipped goal. But in all honesty, I think I completely forgot about the fish prints. So that's why we're doing it now. So we've popped all 3 into the pond, but that's a little bit of a pointless enterprise because we are going to get the large fish out first anyway. Now let's go ahead and get these 5 shipped. And then we're going to head into the house, head to bed, and start our final day of this episode, day 5. So here we are, again on our final day of the episode. I feel like we're going to steam through autumn and winter, so It's so bittersweet, but I know that this playthrough is drawing to a close. It makes me really emotional because it's something I've been doing for so long now. I'm going to feel a bit lost without it, I think. I still have no idea what I'm going to do for the next playthrough, but I've got a bit of time to figure it out. And just a reminder as always, oh, it's going to be sunny tomorrow. Just a reminder as always that we do have another playthrough happening currently on this channel, which is Ark the Lad Twilight of the Spirits. And a third playthrough is coming very, very soon for the holiday season. And that's your only hint, although I think everybody knows what it is at this point. So let's go ahead and get the horse out of the stable and straight on to the cows and sheep this morning. It's going to be a very sped up day, I think. I have a feeling it's just going to be a lot of doing the chores on the farm. And again, I think we lost track a little bit of who we'd said hello to and who we hadn't for this particular time. Very easy to do. But we carry on. Doesn't look like there's any wool today, unfortunately. That's okay. And again, we are just going to be shipping the milk as is for now. Just for the sake of time, really. But you will have seen in previous episodes, of course, how to make the milk into cheese and how to make the wool into yarn. We are still making wool into yarn. But as we've hit the goal for milk and for cheese, it doesn't really matter. It's just easier to ship it as milk for the sake of time. So with that, we are going to be feeding everybody. And out we go. We had some escapees. In you go, guys. And then into the hothouse we go to water everything. Of course, nothing has grown in just yet. Then we are going to grab all of this, including the honey, but we are not going to ship the honey because it is actually somebody's birthday today. It is also a sad event today, which you will have seen in previous episodes. It is Anne's mother's memorial today. So again, for the sake of time, we are just going to ship the eggs as is and not turn them into mayonnaise. So next up, we are going to be watering everything on the farm, which obviously takes an incredibly long time. And again, I could probably do with the Harvest Sprite's help. Never mind. I'm doing it now. And with that, we are done there. So we are going to head out of the farm. And we're going to give the honey to somebody. And it is actually Stu's birthday today. So this is the final time we'll be celebrating Stu's birthday with him. So I'm not entirely sure on Stu's schedule, but I figured he may be at his grandmother's house. So I've popped in Ellen's and he is there along with Ellie. So let's go ahead and give him his honey. And he says, "You only have one birthday a year. I was hoping for an ultra robot. But I guess I shouldn't ask too much. Thank you, John." I mean, to be fair, the poor little kid has been asking for that for 3 years. Bless him. Perhaps it's really, really expensive in this universe. But I mean, his sister is a nurse, so I assume that is one of the highest paid jobs here in Mineral Town. I'm not sure, actually. I think doctor's job will be one of the highest paid. You know, just based on real life wages, but let's not go there because we're not paid enough for that, let's be honest. But just speaking purely on Mineral Town, I wonder if Ellie and the doctor would be on the highest wage. I suppose a blacksmith's wage got to be fairly high when you're on a farm village. I ain't got a clue. I ain't got a clue. I'm just waffling. I mean, our wage is the highest, isn't it, really? But with that, we are going to head up to the top of Mother's Hill. Where Doug will be up there on his own. Now, there is an extra part to this, which I didn't show today, but I have shown in previous years. You can go to the inn and speak to Anne, and she will have some additional dialogue. This time, I just chose to come and speak to Doug. But there is additional dialogue with Anne as well. And again, this is stuff that you have unfortunately seen before. I say unfortunately because it's a sad scenario, isn't it? But we have spoke to Doug there. And again, there is additional dialogue with Anne, but we chose not to go and view that today. I feel slightly guilty we didn't go and see Anne, but, you know, it is what it is. So are we going to do any fishing or are we going to head back home? I think we are just going to head back home today. For full transparency, I think I was losing time. I think I needed to get this part done fairly quickly. So I don't think we even end up shipping any fish today. I think we miss a full day of fishing and a full day of shipping fish, I think. So that's not great really, but it is what it is. So with that, we are going to head back into the house. And I don't think we made any hot milk today either, did we? I don't think so. I think it was just a bit of a busy day in real life for me. So with that, yeah, we are going to grab the dog and head to bed. So thank you very much for watching. Your support, as always, means the absolute world to me. And until next week, bye, Embers.